And we are currently live.
Chris, talk in the chat if we are vocal.
Yeah. I had to lower your volume because you were doing literally the Russian roleplay. Yeah,
Let's see.
like heavy overdrive, etc.
Okay, is my voice too loud?
I was talking in the beginning.
I think
I'm not underwater because if something wrong, I can. How
what's
about
your,
how about now? By the way, I'm using new codec for streaming. The delay should be way lowered right now.
everyone here, Mother? There we go. Okay, I think we're good to get started. So, hello everyone. It's good to see you after so long. I believe it's been about 3 weeks since our last AMA. And yeah, we have a lot to cover. I appreciate you all coming and joining us this February morning. Oh, I'm very loud. Take me down. Take me down. I'm not sure.
I took you down a little.
Hello, hello. Do we
Yeah,
have a better?
guys, trust me. Like Cameron's audio is so bad without me like sort of adjusting it right now that it's barely hearable. But I'm doing my best for his sake.
Okay. You know what? Since I will talk most of the time anyway, I think we can get started. Just everyone confirm. Are we good if I talk at this level for the rest of the live stream? If you would give me any input on that. Like a bot. Hmm.
Yeah, someone just replied here.
Okay, I'm at least audible, so you guys can understand everything I'm saying, right? For the rest of the stream.
I also lowered your volume a little. So yeah, that should be like looking at the bars right now. Everything should be perfect right now.
Hmm.
Yeah, then is confirmed right now.
Okay, then I think we can get started. And so let me just take a look at the presentation real quick.
Okay, so I'm gonna go straight to the presentation.
Yes, please do.
Yeah, it's on the view.
Okay, everyone. So, okay, a bit bad, but understandable. Okay, thank you for bearing with us, guys. I had a little accident with one of my old laptops weeks ago, so I had to get a new one. So I'll see if I can get a better microphone going forward. But yeah, let's get straight into it. So hold on, sorry about that. I need to adjust my screens on my side. Okay, so it is February, and finance is known for having a hackathon every year, and we are re-entering into it. So that's why it's called the Revelation Edition because they call it the Revelation Hackathon. Next slide, please. And I'll just wait because I have to update on my side. So perfect. So we're gonna get
Yeah,
straight into
it's on the second one right now.
good. So what we'll do, I don't want to waste your guys' time. We'll get straight into the architecture here. So Monte, don't worry, it doesn't over multiple slides. The picture's so big it couldn't fit on one thing, so I divided it over multiple slides. Okay. So I'll tell you when to move on to the next slide, and it would show us a different part of the roadmap or the app. So what you guys are looking at right now is the architecture map for the Aquari web app. Okay. I know this is not super clear. You should turn your resolution up to 1080p so you can get the crispest version of this. Or if this is still too much for you to see, if you go onto the Telegram chat and look at the pin announcements, there should be an announcement where I discussed CoinFlow. It should be in one of those 7 most recent pinned messages in Telegram. You can see a HD picture that you can download onto your device and zoom in as we go through this. So we'll go through this one step at a time. So this diagram right here showcases what is actually happening on the internet when you are using the Aquari app. Masha, I have a question. Are you able to switch windows real fast? Like, would you be able to switch to app.aquari.org real quick?
The what?
Are you able to look at are you able to open the app and start showing live stream real quickly, or is that a lot of work right now? Will that ruin what you set up?
The app, our app, right?
That's correct, yes. The one that's currently live.
Yep, we are on the app right now.
Beautiful. I believe the corners are not being shown at the moment.
Cameron, I barely understand you. I don't know about the rest, but I really have troubles deciphering what you are saying.
Okay. You know what? Forget the app. Let's go back to the presentation. I'll just skip this.
Okay.
Okay, so what we're seeing here at the bottom where it says client PC, where it says Aquari front end DF user interface. This basically, that block is your own personal computer at home. That block at the very bottom represents your personal computer. What happens when you visit the website, which Machi just did earlier, is there is an API connected to our server. Oh no, man. The sound. Here, Machi, I'm going to join on my phone. Okay?
Okay.
Hold on, guys. So sorry.
Yeah, the sound is ultra bad, man. Like it's remember that Russian meme I sent you when the dude was literally having the mic in his mouth and he was screaming. You sound nearly like that.
Hello?
Yeah.
Is this much better?
It's so much better, man. It's
Okay, so
indefinitely better.
okay, we'll go with this. Sorry, there's always a new technical difficulty when we start these things. um, okay, so what I was trying to say earlier is the box at the bottom, everyone, that represents your own personal computer or cell phone that you're using at home when you log in onto our web app online. It's the box that's labeled client PC on the diagram. What happens when you go to the website and use the app, like how Mache did earlier, is that it calls our Aquari API. API stands for it's like an application interface, and the box above where it says Aquari API on a document is our web server. So on that web server, that is literally where our website is hosted. That is where um, the Aquari databases, emails, everything regarding the company's data stores are stored. And the applications that Marche and I write will be hosted on that server and actually handle all of the blockchain infrastructure that we build out for the app. So all you need to know for this diagram to make it easy is the bottom square that you see right now is your own computer and stuff that exists on your computer. And the top one is literally like Aquari's um, web, website servers. Okay. The box to the left with the orange box in the middle, that represents CoinFlow servers. So when I'm talking here, just know bottom is you and your computer. Above that is us, our infrastructure, acquire infrastructure, and to the left is CoinFlow. So now that I've iterated on all of that or talked about that, we can actually explain what's happening here. So I won't go super deep into the technicals. I'll just give you a good overview so you can understand like what we're building and why we're building it into the future. That's coming later in this live stream. So let me just look over this. I want to see what is worth talking about versus worth skipping. Actually, actually, yeah, we can go to the next page, actually. Go to the next page.
We are.
I want to give them an overview. Okay, you can center it again. Yes. So this is the same thing, but viewed more from the top. Are you able to see the top at all? Or no, is that cut off?
Oh wait. Yes, I believe it is visible right now.
Okay, I'll just wait for that to change. You know what? I think I might have. Can you do the next slide? Just do one more.
To the fourth, because it's possible that you are still seeing like because I accidentally rolled back to the second for a few seconds.
I see. It's because the privy infrastructure at the very top with the title bar, it's not showing on the live stream.
1 second. On the fourth one, we are on Aquari subscription system roadmap.
Yeah, yes. It should be. What slide are you on?
Fourth.
The fourth one, right?
Yeah.
How come maybe am I not updating? Let me refresh YouTube. Because on your live stream it does not show the hold on, maybe. Oh, it is. I was frozen. Okay, all's good. All's good. Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. So basically what we have here is yeah, so the stuff at the very top, everyone. This right here is the blockchain. Okay, so the topmost row is blockchain infrastructure. That's BSC, and there's actually Polygon. I'll explain why we're using Polygon. We're not actually building on Polygon. We're using Polygon to get the money onto BSC. But just think of everything in three stacked rows. The top represents blockchain, stuff that's happening on the blockchain. The middle is what's happening on web servers. That's CoinFlow and Aquari server. That's like Web 2 traditional internet infrastructure. And then the bottom is the user. So that on the right, that would be, we're using Fabian as an example. He's using his computer, and then on the left at the bottom is Fabian's bank account. Actually, can you go back to slide number 1, please?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I zoomed in to the Fabian's bank account.
Okay,
Although
no worries.
images resolution is pretty bad too. I
It
hope
is. It is. Yeah.
I hope because I'm also running the NVIDIA upscaling tech, so yeah, it's a little bit better on the stream, but still yeah, I think it's readable on the stream.
Okay, so this, why, I think my YouTube is actually freezing. Um, Give me a second. Let me see. Yeah, are you guys able? Okay, I see what you're doing. So okay, so sorry for everyone. It's like there's technical difficulties on my side. So okay, so basically the way this entire app is working here is the Aquari web server that's on the right is hosting all of our data. We have a database that stores user data. It does not store information that has to do with payments. Anything that has to do with financial infrastructure, such as custodial wallet, bank card, bank information, that is stored on CoinFlow's web server, which is towards the left. And for those that don't know, CoinFlow is the company that we've partnered with that has a product that allows us to actually access the fiat banking system. So what this means is for our subscription system, when we were originally trying to build things out early on, we thought that, hey, we want subscriptions, let's have it card everyone's wallet X amount of months or whatnot. But then what we found out is that that is a terrible user experience because since we're an environmental conservation organization, when you're looking at the sales process, you have to tell the user or the customer what the value is we provide for the world. And in that exact moment that they feel that we are a reputable organization and that they want to actually get the psychological value of actually contributing to this movement, it has to happen. It has to close right there. You can't make the sale and then say, okay, yeah, now here's your guide on how to install MetaMask and everything. 5,000 years later, you won't close anything. So Montre and I figured out that if we're going to build this, we need to somehow access people's actual bank accounts to be able to charge it as like you would with like Stripe or PayPal or anything. Have a recurring monthly subscription. And it was a lot of reason why we weren't able to roll this out sooner or develop the app sooner was that in Web3, the infrastructure just still wasn't quite there yet. If you were a scaled company worth millions of dollars, there were banks that you could partner with, and they would cut you a contract where you could access their own interfaces, but then they would charge, for example, like $3,000 a month to use that functionality. And yeah, for a big company looking for a corporate solution, sounds perfect. But for a startup like Aquari, it's not going to work. And so what's happened between last year and this year is that there are a lot of financial infrastructure companies that are starting up trying to address this issue in terms of allowing consumer crypto apps to be able to access and pull money from the traditional banking system. And so CoinFlow is the company that we found that actually works quite well for us because they do not require a monthly minimum to actually participate. What they require is that they pass the transaction fees onto the end user, which I mean is not good in the short term, but hey, if it means you'll be able to use Ideal to actually purchase Aquari or enroll yourself in a subscription, you can just enroll in a subscription, forget about it, and go on with your life. every month $5 or €5 is pulled from your account, and all of that money is automatically taken from your bank account. Put CoinFlow has it, and then CoinFlow puts that money on chain, gives it to us, and then what we're able to do is the program on our there's a software running on our server that actually monitors Quarry controlled wallets, and we can see when CoinFlow deposits the funds onto the blockchain, and we can tell what user that money came from. And what we're able to do actually is move that money into the respective user's custodial wallet. And actually, then once it's in that user's custodial wallet, we can then control that and swap it into the Aquari Pancake Swap liquidity pool automatically. I know that was a whole lot of explanation, but I just was saying a bunch of technical mumbo jumbo on. In the future, the user experience of working with Aquari is you bring your friends out to a cleanup. You tell your friends see what amazing work we're doing. They're like, I want to contribute. They pick an amount they want to contribute monthly and a period. It could be 6 to 12 months. We're still ironing out those durations and the incentives for each duration. They pick an amount. So they're like, hey, I want to commit €20 or €5 a month. In that moment, they can literally download the Aquari app, click on it on their phone, click on the app icon. It opens the app. They make an account, and the account is not a wallet. The account is actually a Web2 login. They could make a traditional wallet if they want to. For people that are crypto native, I recommend making a wallet because the saying still applies: not your keys, not your crypto. So if you want to have full ownership, for sure. But for people that aren't full proponents of the crypto movement yet, they can still just make a regular account. They can log in they can make an account that's linked with their cell phone or a Google account, Instagram, Facebook, etc. There are many other options. They make an account, takes 2 minutes. Aquari will automatically create a custodial wallet, just like how exchanges do so for you. And then they would click subscribe, enter their card details, or integrate with Ideal. They click subscribe. Once they subscribe, automatically, boom, they're done. Aquari will automatically, on the day that they subscribe, so say they bought on the first. On the first of each month, our software will automatically deduct the amount from their bank account and then swap it into the liquidity pool. The user no longer has to know anything about crypto. All they know is that they just made an account, they're in our app, and they click subscribe. That's literally what all of this diagram is here for. So I won't spend much more longer time on this, but that's basically what it is. Just one key thing that I want to mention before I move on is that I remember how I said there's the top row represents blockchains. As you can see, there's 2 separate squares on that. So on the left is Polygon Mumbai, and on the right is BSC. The reason why we've had to put Polygon into this flow is not because we want to move to Polygon, but it's literally just because CoinFlow does not support BSC yet. We are very early in this cycle, and that's really good for us. But one of the cons of that is that not everyone supports all the chains yet. So Machi and I had to make a duct tape solution where we route the money onto the money gets put onto Polygon, and then we use a bridge called Stargate Finance. If you guys are familiar with Layer 0, they have a token bridge that lets you move assets cross chain. So yeah, I'll leave it at that. All you need to know is when you're looking at the blockchain diagram, the orange or yellow represents a smart contract, and then the gray represents a wallet, and then the green is Aquari's liquidity pool. So
I mean here, gray also represents the server. Actually, our website migration was related to our app development because we needed a separate server for that and also for the website. So yeah, it's all interconnected in a way.
it's all interconnected. So that's enough technical speak for you guys right now. But just know that's coming out. Oh, one last thing. It won't be on first release. So on the first release of this, payments will be able to be made, but what's also allowed is payouts. So that user that's using a Web2 login can also cash out straight to their bank account, just like straight from the protocol. No more exchanges needed. But we would need to scale. We would need to get a bit more popular before CoinFlow can enable that for us, because that feature does cost money. So I'll leave you guys with that. Next slide, Mache.
We are on it. Wait, that I think we need the fourth one because the third one was basically the same, like continuation of the second. We are at the Aquari subscription site system roadmap visualization.
What? I thought we were already viewing that.
No, you wanted to return to the beginning, to the first one.
Oh, I did. Okay, sorry, my computer's frozen. So guys, I'm sorry if I just rambled a lot, but a lot of what I was explaining was what was on this page currently.
And
that
from what I can see, because I'm running also the stream live on my left screen, we are nearly without any delay. So yeah.
I think it's
If
just
you
my computer. So yeah, just go next. I already explained all of this basically. That was what it was. So what I was explaining before, guys, it was what's here right now. So you can go back and look at that. This is the roadmap. This is the roadmap. But this is the roadmap from January. This is not from February. February roadmap will be out this week. Okay. But to reiterate what everything looks like is what January was to create the subscription system. And we started on that. And I'm actually going to demo you guys today one of the key infrastructure that's needed to execute that. It'll come later in the call. But what is actually happening is the subscription. We thought we could do it in 1 month, but it cannot be done in 1 month because of regulatory issues that has to do with CoinFlow. I will talk about that later. We'll revisit that. But in the meantime, but like we're still on time. I'm just letting you know we're still on time. We're just basically waiting for the regulatory approval to come through, and I'll talk in more detail later. So for February, what's supposed to come out this month is the website redesign. Our website, the content made for that website is from 2021, and this was during a time when, look, come on, think about it. Uniswap only came out a year or two prior, I believe. It was the year prior. So all of the meme tokens that you're seeing, everyone was experimenting with, and we basically, our main audience was to onboard crypto native people. In the 3 years since our project launch, we've obviously refined our product vision and we know exactly what we need to build. And so we're targeting a new type of user. Instead of being crypto forward, instead of being like, hey, Aquari is crypto, it's going to change the world. What Aquari is a new way of creating an environmental conservation organization where people's contributions are actually precisely accounted for monetarily, and people can reap the monetary and financial benefits of their contributions. Currently, NGOs don't allow that. So that is what we're marketing. We're marketing ourselves as Machi. Can you come up with another way to say it?
Uh, mm,
You know what? No, English is not. My apologies. Yeah, that's unfair to you. But
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, like making me look for synonyms to some English words is really not fair.
yes, 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 yes. What we're essentially marketing ourselves as is nonprofit turned to for-profit company. Like impact organizations are totally driven in the nonprofit sector. We're like, hey, we're actually able. You actually can do impactful things, but in a for-profit, regular capitalistic free market framework. So that's what we're going to be really pushing on, and the fact that Aquari utilizes the blockchain to create token incentivized um, a token incentivized decentralized labor network for delivering impact, as well as a decentralized marketing force to go along with that. So the website needs to communicate all those ideas, because right now, if you try to tell anyone what Aquari is, unless they're in the Telegram chat or they've been talking with me, yeah, they don't know. And then plus, we want to make it easy for you guys to tell your friends about what project you're involved in. We know optics are everything, and that website is long overdue. So we're gonna go for a more professional corporate identity. I don't want to say corporate in the sense of like getting rid of the creativity and whatnot,
In a
but
way,
definitely
soulless. In a way, soulless, because that's often associated with going corporate. But yeah, what we mean is whenever you go to whatever like a more popular product that kind of already restructured into more professional and organized entity, uh, and we want to relay that sort of feeling whenever you see our website. We don't want to look and feel like a homebrew project, but we already want to relay that feeling that we are already organized and professional in a way.
exactly. And one of the main reasons for doing that, also aside from the consumer, is also to raise investor interest as well. So yeah, website redesign is coming this month, and luckily there are no regulatory hurdles that need to be overcome to redesign a website. So that is good. February to March, that is Aquari V2. You know what? We won't even look ahead. You guys have already seen this. If you want to take a look at it, you can still find it in the Telegram announcements. I think you'll have to go up to like 13 past announcements to find this. And I will republish this week with the updated to be determined deliverables for February. So next.
Yeah. Six is also the same, so seventh, query app checking.
Okay. So I have to refresh the page every time for some reason. Just refresh. Okay. So yeah, next.
Yeah, already am.
Oh, beautiful. So guys, everyone, Aquavote's been completed. Iterations will come over time. So if you were able to go to app.aquari.org right now, I mean, I know that it's been completed for a bit, but for those of you that haven't stayed tuned, yeah, it's pretty much ready. Yeah, whenever we're ready to publish a governance vote, we will push that out and people will be able to vote. Iterations will come over time. So one of the first iterations is that right now, everyone gets one vote, but sometime within the next few months, I will add the feature where the votes are scaled in proportion to your shares, But for now, we don't really do votes in the past historically that require that. So the single token voting is needed. But just to let you know, yeah, this section's complete. As needs arise, we will revisit this and keep iterating on it throughout the year and whatnot till it's more polished and whatnot. So next slide.
Yep.
And reserves right ranger, I will get to questions at the end, by the way. Okay. So what's coming in this update? So this week, you guys are getting an update released. Today we have a demo of one of the main features that's coming out that I'll have you all do in a second. But the full encompassing update where everything is shown, that comes out this week. So what's gonna happen is right now this is the existing trading menu. Obviously, when you're trading, just looking at the chart is not enough. You need to know price, you need to know volume, you need to be able to see historical transactions, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. That is coming out here. Also, this trading menu, actually will have the ability for you to swap inside of it. But right now, because of development priorities, we're not putting that on right now. We're only going to be putting on the price tracking and the analytics. But just to let you know, when in the final version of this page, you're going to have the chart. You're going to have the ability to swap from Pancake Swap directly in app. You don't even have to leave the website, and yeah, you'll be able to see just do some simple analysis as to how much who's trading on a certain given day and whatnot. So that's coming. What's also coming is the home menu. So the home menu is empty right now. We don't have a screenshot for that. I didn't. It's empty right now, so I didn't feel need to screenshot that. But the home menu, what it really is the news. So when you log into the app, thing is with Aquari, you have to log on to Telegram all the time to figure out, hey, like what's going on with the community? Oh, these 10,000 pin messages. I don't know. It's too much work. Yeah, home menu is going to fix all that. You log in, you'll get a dashboard that literally just shows you all of the major updates, and you won't even have to come and see these AMAs all the time. I still recommend you do, but all that's coming into the home. You'll be able to get see feed from Telegram in there. So you don't have to join. You don't have to open Telegram. You can literally just see what's being chatted straight from our app. You won't be able to chat from the app though, but you can just get an idea, a social feed, and that's what the home is going to be. So expect that this week, my friends. Next slide.
Yep.
Okay, so this is the part I really want to talk. This is the good stuff. This is the why you guys came out to this AMA. So Aquari has officially integrated Privy, and what this means is say hello to custodial wallets. I know I've been telling custodial wallet. Well, instead of telling you about it today, we'll show you what it is. But before I show you what it is, I just want to give you background with the company that we're working with to achieve this. So Privy is a company that basically, the best way I could describe it is they offer custodial wallet solutions for consumer crypto companies. That's basically it. They handle all the security, they handle all the compliance, and yeah, they're taking on all the risk of making sure that, hey, if you're depositing assets, using the Aquari app, they're making sure that all of that is secure and whatnot. So Privy is actually ran by two USC graduates. USC stands for University of Southern California, and that's a top 5 school in the United States. Fun facts, in my networking in the past, I found that a lot of the finance majors and tech majors in America's Ivy League institutions, there's a huge focus. Um, they have growing blockchain ecosystems and communities and whatnot. So this is just a reflection on all of that. But yeah, we've integrated Privy, and that is what's going to allow us to do all of this amazing magic. So next slide.
Yep. And
Okay, everyone. So like I said, the app, all the features I'm talking about today will be mixed into the app and released this week. But for now, what I've done is I've built a demo that isolates what logging in using Privy is like. So please, I'm going to copy this.
I've sent a link already.
Yeah, can you paste that into Telegram as well?
Oh, okay.
Please. Yes. So you guys can go to this link, and what this does, this is already linked to our Aquari server infrastructure. This basically, when you log in, it is going to generate a automatic custodial wallet for you on BST, and it is going to link whatever login choice you choose. So right now you see Google, phone number, email. If you click other socials, you can choose other methods as well. But pick a method of your favorite, of your choosing, and it will make you log in with that, and it will automatically generate a wallet for you. The picture on the right is a screenshot of our user panel from our web app. So when you log in on the demo here, when I've integrated in the version that's coming out this week, that's integrated with the app, your wallet, your custodial wallet that's generated by Privy, will be shown in that right corner. The bottom picture is what you will actually see when you log into this demo. If you see, it says user DID Privy and then random letters. That is your unique Privy ID. Okay, basically, what we use that. This is stored in our Aquari database, and we use that to basically link. Okay, what Aquari user is linked with what custodial wallet? If that makes sense. So all you need to know is that number at the bottom is your unique user ID in the Aquari database that we can use to actually figure out what wallet is associated with you. Like not the ones you own, but the ones that Aquari generates. And using that, we're able to actually tell our servers to move assets on that wallet for you, depending on how you move around in app. But just let you know, security is all handled by Privy. Like I said, is like all of the infrastructure in regarding managing the wallets. That's in Privy's hands. That's not in Aquari's hands. All Aquari can do is we can go and knock on Privy's door, metaphorical server door, and be like, "Hey, Fabian wants to move his money out of his custodial wallet to his actual private wallet. Can you do that for us?" And that's literally all we can do. We can send it. Their computer's like, "Oh yeah, for sure. I have Fabian's wallet right here." Beep boop beep, and it would automatically take it out of his custodial wallet and deposit it into his regular wallet. And it can go vice versa. You can move assets into the custodial. You can move wallets out of the custodial into your own non-custodial. It goes either way. So yeah, you guys can go demo that. I won't pause the talk. Actually, Mache, can you do demo that real quick?
Sure.
You could try other socials if there's something that like you could pick whichever one is least stakes for you or
You
I
know,
believe
my browsers are all very. I have a lot of JavaScript and etc. functions for security blocked, so I'm not really sure whether it's gonna work for me here.
then use your phone number. It will send you a message.
Actually,
Actually,
yeah. Can you show your screen? That's gonna be easier. I'm gonna
yeah,
focus.
here. Yeah, I could do that. Give me a moment. Here. Let me get this going. Let's see. A moment. What's going on here? Interesting. Okay, here we go. And then share screen. Hopefully it doesn't kick me out.
Okay, let me switch.
Let's see.
1 second.
Just as a heads up, I'm on my computer again, guys. I'll switch back to phone when I'm done showing this.
it's fully visible right now.
Okay. So log in. I'll just give you guys my phone number for me. Feel free to call me if you like. Let's see. Okay.
I should probably blur that. I'm going to blur that later on.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Sounds good. But basically, yeah. So this is the for my personal account. Really, um, I trust you guys, so that's why I'm showing everything. But yeah, so as you can see, I made this little demo here. This will all be integrated into the main app. I wanted to make it easy to show you guys the proof of concept here. So yeah, what we can do here is these are the currently the accounts I have linked, and if you want to link a new account, you can actually just select this and click link a new account, and yeah, it would link it. But I don't want to do all that right now. This button right now, you don't need to worry about this. This will literally just showcase that, yeah, we can have transactions being sent in app and whatnot. So automatically we would load gas into the custodial wallet and cover it. But right now there is nothing. But as you can see, this we program this transaction. We click that button to basically send funds from this wallet to the dev wallet. And yeah, if we have a live app, we'd be able to just send this and automatically do it. And a fun fact is, this confirmation modal here, it does not need to show up, so it's optional. Now, because Web3 is in infancy, we care about, giving a user a sense of double confirmation, so we show it, but hypothetically, we could also do it to where you just press the button and it sends, no pop-up modal needed. So this is powerful because we can literally abstract away wallets from the user experience. We don't have to throw any of this information. The user can be like, oh, I logged into my Aquari account, and whenever I press buttons, stuff sends. Or folks go through. They don't have to do anything else. And yeah, I can log out, and for example, I could log in with Google. I log in Google, it would log into the same account. All the stuff we saw on the list is linked to that same account. And you can also continue with traditional MetaMask. So yeah, that is the power of Privy, my friends. Actually, let me just see. You can bring the wallet connect over here. And yes, as you can see, lots of supports. You have a ledger. You got your ledger live. I do not have a ledger, so it's not bad. We will be able to support all of these things. And so this is coming to the app this week. But I'm just letting you know, if you log in here right now, it's actually linked to the actual Aquari service. So if you make an account right now, you will officially have an official Aquari account going forward. So yeah, I know it's on a separate website, but it's actually all this is going to be migrated to the main app. So that's that. That is pretty, my friends. I hope you have fun demoing that. Tell me what you think. I'm going to join the. Oh yeah.
Hello.
Yep, we hear you.
Not much better. So, Dennis asked, "Can you connect multiple wallets?" Yes, you can. You can only connect. You can only connect one wallet at a time to your account. So you can alternate it. So, for example, you can only have one active wallet that you own associated with your account at a given time, but you can. It's not permanent. We can have a system where swap it out. You can remove it and then associate another wallet with it, if that makes sense. But you can only have one at a time. But you can change that one wallet as many times as you'd like. Okay. And obviously, if you don't pair a wallet and you forget your social logins, then your funds are gone. So please remember that, guys. There's no password recovery with this. Your password recovery is pretty much whatever accounts you have logged in. And if you lose access to all of the accounts that you've had linked with it, you cannot access those funds. So pro is that users, it's easier for regular users to use this now. Con is like, hey, if the user was not so careful with their logins and they lost it, then yeah, you can't, you lose funds. Also, if for example the user gets phished. So for example, what this brings up is, this is why I still recommend using a regular wallet. Use a regular wallet, you need a private key to do that. With this, all someone has to do is steal your username and password for any of your other accounts. So for example, say your Google account gets hacked and you logged into Aquari with Google. Well, if that hacker knows you have an Aquari account, they can now log into this custodial wallet and take all your money. So, I mean, like I said, you were it's still secure, but human error is still something that is not to be taken lightly.
It's I'm gonna say it in different words. It's still very much secure, and it's all the examples Cameron gave are very unlikely to happen, but all of those examples are very dependent on you as a person and how you are going to treat your own security, etc. So like yeah, basically if you use two-factor authentication, for example, for your Google, the ability to hack it gets reduced drastically. And if you use strong passwords, in that case it also very reduces the chance of getting hacked, or someone unwanted getting access to that wallet in any way. It makes it very unlikely.
Exactly. Basically, it's the same risks as any other existing, Web2 company or service you use.
Yeah,
Just
basically same risk of like logging into Facebook. If you have like password like I don't know, Fabian123, then obviously that's gonna be very easy to hack. And if you don't use two-factor authentication, then there is nothing else preventing someone from logging in. But if you take care of those things, and for example your password is gonna be I don't know, star bracket Fabian with like capital and small letters, and I don't know, uh, 10 numbers after that and some signs, then yeah, that's a very strong password.
yeah, yeah. So we'll leave it at that. Um,
No, they can't steal your funds without singing into your wallet. It's not possible.
exactly.
Dennis.
Okay, because just remember this: when you're using this method, your social login is your wallet. You get what I'm saying? So just make sure that is no one ever gets that password. They can't magically take it if they don't have your password. If they somehow got your password, then yeah, like any other, like Facebook or any other LinkedIn, whatever service you use, then yeah. And I only talk about this because with these other services like Facebook or Google, you can always contact the company and they can, reset your password or do other stuff. But with this, the Quarry team cannot help you, because part of the way to keep it secure on your end is that we can't have access to that. You see what I mean? It's completely sealed off. So we'll leave that conversation at that. If there's any more questions, you can always ask at the end. Next slide.
Yeah, like obviously we can't help you because we can't access your account like in a way Google can, etc. Is it possible to use two-factor authentication if we have an account with the first top option. Yes, absolutely. I mean,
No, click
yeah.
on it. Click on it. I don't think I actually click. Can you hold on? Let me click real quick.
No,
I
it's
actually
continue. It's I think means I think alert means it's continue with email.
yes. So no, don't no. So that is the one good job, Alert. That is the one feature that will not have two factors. So if you want
No,
to, for
no, no, no,
example,
no, no, Cameron.
what?
Like, yeah, it's not gonna be into the preview app, but still, if someone doesn't have your email, and email can have two-factor authentication, then he still won't have access to your account.
Oh wait, hold on. Let me try. Yeah, I think you're right. Hold on. My let me see this real quick. Give me a second. Let me try this. Ah, yes, you're right. I forgot. You can receive stuff on email. Yeah. Mache is right. Yes, because you would get an email. You'd get an email, and you'd have to. There would be a login code in that
Exactly,
email.
exactly.
Yes. My apologies, guys. I didn't think ahead. But yes. So yeah, it is two-factor authenticated. If you do two-FA on your actual email service that's receiving the message, yeah, it's two-factored. So secure. Thank you, Mache.
No,
On
don't
that.
worry, man. Like you don't like like Aquari knows, etc. Like I'm part of my job here is like software and IT security. So like yeah, like Cameron doesn't have to think about everything in relation to like app. Like yeah, like it's gonna be safe either way. That way.
TLDR is whatever account you sign up with this on, get two-factor authentication on it. That's it.
Obviously, you should always use two-factor authentication on any service that holds any value to you, and that should be the norm for you as well as using strong passwords. That's something you should in a way ingrain into your habits.
Yes. Okay, next slide. Next slide. Yeah, and please, while I'm giving a talk, please test it out, guys. Tell us what you think. You can put it in the chat, Telegram, your reactions, and whatnot. Yeah, I just want you just to get a feel for the user experience that's to come. Because say goodbye to wallet soon, unless you are a crypto native person. So this slide, we want to talk about the hackathon. So we've entered in. The hackathon started basically 3 days ago. The grand prize is $10,000 to $15,000, and we intend to win again. As I've showed in these pictures below. This is the screenshots from when we won last year. And the thing is, the Binance ecosystem. Honestly, in the Binance ecosystem, we're one of the few projects that actually have actual, real, tangible value to build upon. It's just that last year we didn't have an app to showcase. So what Binance did put us on the radar. They were a bit risk averse in terms of the Candace team actually built. If we win again, and combined with our app, that's when opportunities actually start to open up to us because from Binance's perspective, they can see, hey, we can allocate more capital to this project, and they can actually mature our ecosystem. So, like I said, I'm not. This is not like saying like this is like a hand-in-hand deal, but that's what I'm trying to say is like this is what Binance's perspective is. Binance has this token economy, and they need to stimulate economic growth on their chain, and it's in their best interest to make sure projects that have an ability to take non-crypto native users and get them into crypto via some means to actually double down on those projects, and we fit that perfectly. It's just that last year, yeah, how can you get non-crypto native users without an app? So let's win again this year, guys. This year we do not need to have the voting. Well, actually, don't quote me on that. Don't quote me on that. Maybe we do. Maybe we don't. We'll see. The submissions go out. The submission period ends on the 8th. So after the 8th of this month, you'll be able to see our listing on the website, and we'll be able to see what's going into that. But the categories for this year are, one of the categories in the hackathon last year was sustainability, and we obviously dominated that category. But this year, it is something called DPIN. That's DE/PIN, and that stands for Decentralized Physical Infrastructure Network. So DPIN is a category of crypto projects that basically use token incentives to incentivize people to build physical infrastructure or maintain physical infrastructure, or just maintain physical things in the real world. So an example of that would be helium miners. You know, if any of you guys have heard of helium, they're basically wireless hotspots that are operated through token incentives. The token is what incentivizes random people across the globe to set up these Wi-Fi hotspots. And the whole thesis is that with token incentives, we can actually incentivize people to organically grow the range of Wi-Fi coverage to just basically cover cities fully. So that's helium. Where Aquari fits into that is, what is Aquari? Aquari is essentially leveraging token incentives to basically summon and mobilize cleanup labor at any given point in time deemed necessary, and to continue up with the maintenance of keeping a specific area clean. So obviously, we're trying to penetrate the market as an environmental conservation organization, but the actual value proposition of what we're building as a project, what it actually is, I see a future. Now I'm going to start talking about some dreams here. I'm talking years out. Like, I'm talking like 5-8 years out. I'm imagining the foundations of what we're building today could be leveraged to, for example, get government contracts in the future. Not just an environmental conservation organization, but if you think about it, what we're actually building after we've succeeded is essentially a system where a decentralized community of people can contribute money to finance a desired outcome or goal. And simultaneously, we're able to actually have the other side of the marketplace where people that have the available labor and time to execute on what the desires or goals of that community that's financing everything is, they can actually go out, deliver the value, do the work, and actually get paid with liquid cash instantly. That is really revolutionary. So, for example, in terms of like governments, how they could leverage the system is, this is why we're doing a lot of work in India. Is, like India, for example, like, just at scale, has not solved the problem of waste management yet. The private sector has yet to do that. But, in the Netherlands, in America, private waste management has been a solved problem. Crypto can be useful for the Indian government. This problem because, the Indian government, they can just make money, but they have to put that money in the hands of trusted parties to make sure the job gets done. And that is where, I won't talk any further on that, but that's where the issue in this chain is. The Indian government has money to spend. They can allocate it to private waste management companies, but just is the parties that they give that money to, are they capable of actually getting the job done? And so instead of trying to trust a centralized third party to handle waste management issues as we do here in the West, in India, you could use crypto to actually create a decentralized incentive network to, instead of the government having to pay a specific, obviously you have to pay a company to go pick it up. But for example, the government could have a program to work with Aquari, have Aquari plug into its infrastructure to where now their own citizens have financial incentives from the government to actually clean up after themselves and dispose of waste in the proper area. It's this problem where it's like, hey, instead of having to actually socially program people to value keeping things clean, it now offers the Indian government a new option, which is, hey, if it takes decades to change the culture and the mentality of the software that's running in people's brains. Instead, we can allocate some of our budget as a basically, hey, you get the stipend, or you can actually get these rewards by actually making sure you as an individual, your household disposes of waste in proper areas, and you can get penalties based on that. So that is the, you see what I mean? That is the product that we're building here. We're basically creating a product that will allow. Right now, it's allowing us to bootstrap an environmental conservation org. But if we're able to mature that, the next level of the project is to build a product that we can sell to governments to have more fine-tuned control over their economies, or problems that they suffer from, which is in this case of India, waste management. But this can be applied to other problems as well. So that is what we're building. I want you guys to think big. This is just our go-to-market, but the problem we're solving here is we're solving the issue of coordinating humans to do real tasks and get paid. Yeah, that's basically it. So
And
my brain.
yeah, it's somewhat like how I described it when we talked about it like last week, I think. In a way, I think we are creating a Facebook for environmental protection and waste management, because before Facebook, everyone could, like, obviously you can meet in person, you can send a letter, and you can, I don't know, organize a meeting with friends by, calling with them, etc. But now on Facebook, you can simply create an event, and people, you can let them know about it by simply sending them message about it. And yeah, in a way, I really see a lot of similarities when it comes to, like, revolutionizing, social meetings, etc. With Facebook, to how Aquari is going to revolutionize environmental protection and waste management in a way.
Yes, yes. So moving forward, as you can see, this is a screenshot of our map. So the map is one of the crucial aspects of the Aquari UI, because what the map is for, it's not just there to look cool. It's actually there to showcase where cleanups are happening. For example, by the end of this month, and we've finished ironing out our entry for the hackathon, you'll be able to see on this map where upcoming cleanup is well in advance. You can click on that, and a pop-up modal will come up with all of the information about the cleanup. So for example, like Hamache said, when you have a Facebook event, you can see, oh, who's going to this Christmas party on such and such a day, who's going, who might go, who won't go. And then you can, for example, I won't go into the details, but basically internally we've decided, hey, in order to incentivize people to clean up, it's going to be like a PvP type of game on site. People are going to be divided into two teams. Winning team is able to get the majority of the token rewards allocated for that specific cleanup, and that money is obviously comes from the pool of people providing, buying Aquari tokens and whatnot. So the business model here is just basically, we're a traditional nonprofit, not nonprofit, but environmental conservation impact org. We basically have canvassers go out, fundraise through all the traditional methods that they would in the past, plus, the ways that crypto avenues would. We have money coming in because people value Aquari as a reputable organization that can actually get cleanups done, and they want to contribute that. Now with that money in the pool, okay, community uses Aquavote to actually set aside priorities on, like, what communities or what cleanup task we should embark on. We will set those dates ahead of time. There will be an associated payout and token rewards associated with each cleanup. And yeah, you can RSVP for that. So obviously we can't pay infinite amount of people. So we'd have to do some system where it's like, hey, for the cleanup on the 9th, the first 30 people to sign up, they're eligible to token rewards, because you don't want to pay if 100 people come. You're not trying to pay 100 people if you don't need 100 people. So obviously we would love for 100 people to come, but see, it's a system. People would be incentivized to, like, sign up ASAP, because if you don't sign up or RSVP, you're ineligible for the reward and whatnot. So I'm getting all ahead of myself, but that is what we're entering into the hackathon. Is over the course of this month, what's being built out is this map system that allows us to link with Aquavote. Community can vote on a specific cleanup to happen. It appears on the map ahead of time. People can click. They can see the event page for that, coordinate. There can be a chat. There can be even a group chat for that specific thing. You can get, I haven't figured out the details yet, but for example, there'll be ways that you can communicate and private DM other community members, get their contact information ahead of time so you can coordinate, etc. But yeah, that's basically what Mache said, is what Facebook did, we're doing that, but for incentivized impact labor. So next slide.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sorry guys for taking so long. We just want to make sure everything is concretely explained so we know what the expectations are. Website redesign is overdue, my friends. I already talked about this, but yes, the original website was designed to highlight the direction we wanted to build in, but product clarity has been developed over 3 last years. We talked about this in the beginning, but just to reiterate, we need to communicate our unique value proposition in 2024 onwards. What is that? It's basically what I just told you with Mache 10 minutes ago or 5 minutes ago. We need to integrate a content management system for faster website updates. Yeah, right now we hired a freelancer to make the website. He built it in a way that it's just not easy to change it. So that's why that website's been outdated. It's not that we don't want to update it. It's just, yeah, it's practically the same amount of labor as a redesign. So we just postponed it until now. Header is going to remain the same. So what you see in this picture, that's going to remain the same. But everything beneath it, it's going to get revamped. Like, I really like our opening, how our website opens. And that video is really good. But yeah, everything below it, the content, everything needs to be redesigned. So
yeah, that's true.
yeah. Yeah. Next slide.
Yep.
Coin flow. Okay, this is the regulatory talk, guys. I've been holding off on you guys. So on the roadmap, it said that January was the month we were supposed to be able to have subscriptions. That was perfectly the plan. We built things out, but then ran into roadblock. Roadblock is, hey, Aquari, you want to plug into the traditional banking system? You better get regulatory compliant. Go to the next slide. This is CoinFlow, the company that's handling our access to the ideal infrastructure and Visa network. So the reason why we ran into a roadblock is the US, it's the Howey test, and in the EU, how do you say that? Is that MICA or MICA? How do you guys refer to it? Or do you guys not have a label for that? Is it just
No, I don't think we have one like specified label for that. Yeah, like whenever we talk about that, is simply crypto market regulations.
good? So yeah, in the US, in our regulatory history, Great Depression, 1930s hit, and yeah, basically enacted securities laws to prevent people from, over speculating on assets. An asset needs to have a bare minimum test. I don't know about European market history, but yeah, in the U.S. we basically have this law that's 100 years out of date. That's just holding things back. Can't anything that smells like a security or securitizes the value. You can't. CoinFlow can't work with companies that the U.S. considers as a security. And for the EU, I don't know about the history of that, but they're enacting similar legislation that basically you need to have a legal approval that you are a utility token. And if you are, you showcase a letter to the companies that you are a utility token. And if so, then those companies have permission to work with you. And as of right now, Aquari does not have those documents. So we are in the process of basically making sure we have those documents so we can be regulatory
Yeah,
compliant.
like I'm currently working with CoinFlow to get all the details ironed out. and after that I'm gonna yeah, like prepare all the information for a lawyer and get that legal opinion they need in relation to all our operation and get it done.
Exactly. So that's all you gotta know. So everything else on the roadmap that doesn't require regulatory, documents, we're still on track to do that. The subscriptions, though, it's just this is how governments work. Currency controls and whatnot. They do not want magic coins being sent. They want actual real dollars or euros being sent off into some protocol that could potentially, oh, North Korea could, use it as a vector for like money laundering and whatnot. So that's it's all real stuff, but this is the game we're playing. We'll make it through, but when it's made through, we'll literally have such a powerful moat compared to other cryptocurrency protocols. Because, for example, if you look back at 2021, it was really easy for someone to just launch another meme coin and outcompete people, right? But what we've been building up over this time is, like, for example, even if you get to a future where Aquari is like going crazy and we're hitting like a 20 million market cap or something, there will be copycats that will show up. But the issue for them is, hey, our business model primarily, it doesn't just make money off of just people speculating. Our business model actually uses real world people actually having the convenience of being able to just use their actual bank accounts. They're not going to be able to implement that without going through all this regulatory hassle. And yeah, it is costly. So, yeah, I think going forward, once we get that product market fit, we'll have a really good moat. No one could just come and overthrow us without serious financial backing and time.
Thomas, just to answer your question, Thomas, we are currently regulatory compliant because we are based in EU, in Poland. But what Cameron was basically talking about is CoinFlow is USA company based in USA, and they need to meet those regulatory requirements, etc. Before they can work with us, because otherwise it's like the legal responsibility lies on them, etc. There are obviously coming EU-based crypto regulations coming, but that's for the future. Once they are here, we are going to do everything to meet them. Yeah, basically that.
Exactly. We're playing the game legitimately here. Okay? Like, given what our product is, that's literally what it is, man. Like we are literally coordinating labor here. And not just on like the actual like physical cleanup side, but also remember the marketing side. The main growth strategy. Actually, I didn't talk about this. I'll just talk about it. The main growth strategy, guys, and the reason why Aquari will go viral in the future is the affiliate marketing system. Okay. In the past, when Masha and I had to do marketing, we'd have to email everyone ourselves, go to the back channels, come up with a deal and everything. And okay, you'd pay an influencer 2,000 euros and no one buys. We don't want to run into those issues anymore. And so we needed to come up with a system to make sure that our protocol only pays for the actual value that's delivered by these influencers, you know? And one of the ways that we figured that out is that these influencers, they have their own bull and bear markets. They have times when they have a lot of brand deals coming in at once and they make a lot of money, and then it dries up. They'll have like, a 5-month dry period. And so from an influencer's perspective, their main goal is they want to, instead of just having all this money come, they want to be able to spread it out. They want recurring revenue. Influencers don't have a good way of having recurring revenue. And so along with solving the cleanup problem and the actual, solving the problem of getting cleanups done for the right cost, and hey, if you donate to an organization, you don't just donate, you actually can earn financial benefits by delivering impact. We solve those problems. There's a third problem we solve, which is that of the influencers or promoters. And basically,
by building an on-chain affiliate marketing program, what we can do is, for example, I'll say Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast is too big, but I'll just say Mr. Beast. I know he doesn't have money problems, but let's say Mr. Beast. If Mr. Beast is like, hey, I want recurring revenue, what Aquari can do is say, hey, man, like, just work with us, join our affiliate marketing program, whatever amount of users that come through. If, for example, you're able to get, Mr. Beast, if you're able to get 100 users to subscribe and they pay $10 a month, you basically, our affiliate marketing program lets you basically capture 10% of whatever their subscription value was. Multiply that times 100 users. Mr. Beast, if he's getting 100 users who are paying $10 a month, and he's capturing 10% a month, it's like a lot of money. Okay, what if they're doing $100 a month? You see what I mean? So the way this works is all Mr. Beast has to do is log into his Aquari account. There will be an affiliate link that's in the app. He can just copy and paste that. He can go make a YouTube video, paste that link in the description, and then his video is going to do whatever to mobilize his existing audience to buy Aquari subscriptions. Okay, Mr. Beast, what does Mr. Beast get? Okay, he gets the benefit of promoting a good thing. It's not like we're asking people to buy vacuum cleaners. It's like, no, Mr. Beast is a good guy. By supporting this company he's working with, you actually help, the environment and world become a better place. He gets the social benefit. Plus, what does he also get? He gets 10% of the subscription dollar amount that each user is paying. And like I said, that's in the form of token reward, which he can liquidate. I won't go into the whole description, but just know if Mr. Beast can get 100 people to subscribe for $100 a month with Aquari, he is entitled to $10 out of each $100 spent. And remember, these users are on a subscription. So he's not just getting it one time, he's getting it for the entire duration of it. So now this changes Mr. Beast's business model from like, make a viral video, boom. Okay, I make a lot of money and then I'm dry for 5 months, so I have my next big hit. No. I make big video, it goes viral, I get paid a lot today, and I get paid that same amount for 6 to 12 months afterwards. And as long as so now Mr. Beast doesn't have to keep, spamming videos. He can keep his channel's content more organic, but he can, every 2 months or so throw in a Aquari promotion, and he's able to maintain this sustainable revenue stream of people subscribing to him via subscribing to our protocol. And it's through this system of basically giving YouTubers who are trying to grow their channel organically a way to have recurring monthly revenue. That's very viable to them. We've incentivized them to basically promote us in return. And so it's the combination of these, of the decentralized cleanup work via the affiliate links that make all of this fuse together to where, like, once this thing gets going, basically everyone will be able to meme cleaning up and doing good for the world and being paid for it. And you can have this entire token economy where promoters are benefiting, they're bringing awareness, the people actually doing the work are benefiting, and the donors are benefiting because they're getting actual capital gains as well. So sorry for that whole explanation, but I need to keep reiterating it because I want people to know what we're building. It's hard until, we have the website up, but when the website's up and I've regurgitated all of this information and put it on the website with Mache, I'll no longer have to keep giving this super long talk every time. But that is what we're building, my friends. That's how Aquari is going to make environmental impact profitable.
I've added a small disclaimer below because on the screen, on the page is, in short, Aquari needs to be regulatory compliant. I've added a little disclaimer that regulatory compliant according to US law to allow us to work with CoinFlow because we are regulatory compliant in EU as for now.
Yes, thank you. Sorry, that's my American thinking I'm the center of the world, speaking. So yes, according to US law.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is the end. Next slide. This should be the question slide, guys. Thank you for sticking it through. I know this was a long one, but yeah, just stay tuned this week because you're gonna the preview demo that you saw that will be integrated into the main app, as well as the price tracking for the chart and the news section. So those are the updates that are coming this week. What did you guys think of the demo? And any questions? Matcha, are you there?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so let's see. Wow, no questions? I guess we can start from the top then. Let's see. Matcha, you can go ahead and answer the questions from the top. I think they want to hear you.
I'm trying to get the chat on the
Thank you, Annalise. I really appreciate it. And then this month is going to be the month where all of the work you've done for us in the past will finally show. I'm sorry it took over a year to get this website stuff addressed, but yeah, I'm happy it's finally getting done. But thank you so much.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, yeah, I'll go and answer the. Oh, you finally got it. Yes, there we go. So questions from earlier. Trying to see. What are we gonna do to be more popular? Reserve Rights Ranger, are you still here? I want to answer your question. Did my explanation about the affiliate marketing program satisfy you, or do you want more details? Oh yeah, thank you, Allard. Yeah. So we can go into it. So how is Aquari going to? So this is the reason why, when thinking about this system, like I've thought about everything, by the way. I know I haven't vocalized it because it's like I need to get this in writing and formatted clearly, so it's not just a bunch of random mumbo jumbo. But I've thought about everything. And with Mache, we've put our heads down. So the issue that we found is, if you remember when thinking about the value of cleaning up a piece of trash, right? Just think in an economic sense. Like philosophically speaking, if you pick up a piece of trash from the beach and show it to someone, like, is there any? What is the dollar? How do you put a price on the value of that labor? And it confused me because I was like, yeah, like like how do you? Money is just a unit of measurement of value. So if you're working for a marketing agency to pay you $50,000 a year, it's like, okay, hey, I mean, your value to the economy is 50,000 euros or units of measurement plus some, because the employer's making profit off of you and whatnot. But like, yeah, how do you accurately put a price on picking up a piece of trash? And what we realized is that blockchain is not it's good for accounting, but it can't solve the problem of like, hey, this 1 by 1 centimeter piece of trash, it's 0.00005 cents. We can't put an actual value on that. And the reason is because the value that NGOs and impact organizations have, the reason why they're able to get money, they wouldn't be able to receive money if they didn't give value, because money is a representation of value. The reason why they're paid is not because they care about it. The value that they provide is not the actual in picking up the trash. The value is in picking up the trash and letting people know that they were the ones who picked up the trash. This is why these organizations are always talking about spreading awareness, because the revenue does not scale with the actual amount of work that you do, like other companies or industries. It scales with the amount of people that are aware of your reputation of doing a good thing, that you're the trustworthy party to get it done. That's where the monetary value comes. And so now when we realize, okay, the value is not in, like, for example, picking up trash or the amount, it's that you have a reputation of doing it. Well, that brings problems because now we, like, how do we account for each individual's share? And so what we realized is, okay, we need to incentivize people to show up to a cleanup and not just sit around and do nothing and pay them out. So how do you do this? Mach's nice solution was to create a team deathmatch type situation, a PvP, Team A versus Team B. Team A, the specific amounts aren't given yet, but for example, the winning team that picks up the most as a team. So say there's 30 people come to a cleanup, 2 teams of 15 people. The winning team, say for example, the total reward for that cleanup is like, I don't know, like say it's gonna be, I don't know, let's say it's 1 million Aquari, okay, and whatever dollar amount that is, it'll be a good amount. $1 million per person, or not dollars, 1 million Aquari per person. Okay, so that's what Aquari has valued. We've basically, instead of pricing the cleanup in dollars or euros, we've priced the cleanup in our equity, our shares, the percentage of the pie of the total value of our company. So the cleanup that you see on the map, that's the bounty for that. Year 1 to 30 people sign up. Boom. Okay, that's what do you say? That would be 30 million Aquari total for 30 people. Now, to incentivize people to actually get this stuff done, what we do is the winning team wins 70% of the total 30 million Aquari pool, and the losing team wins 30%. That way, people, you didn't drive here to come and lose. You came here to win. And by simulating this competition, it makes sure that no one is sitting idle, because if someone's sitting idle, your teammates will police the other teammate to be like, hey, we need to win. I didn't come here to lose. You better get up and start working faster. That way, it minimizes people being able to come and just freeload, because the ineffective team is going to lose to the superior your team that provided most of the value. So sorry for that whole explanation, but that is what would happen. And that way, the Aquari representative that's looking over the cleanup, it's just a simple, instead of trying to count up how much trash each individual person pick up and all the time that would take, you just have garbage bin A, garbage bin B, and then you can do some formula that accounts for the mass, the volume of trash, as well as the weight, and whichever one has the highest, amount, when you average out weight and volume, that's the winning team, and they get the majority of the reward because they provided most of the value. So that is how we're going to rudimentary check on the cleanups. There will be an Aquari representative or community member that is supposed to oversee it. They're going to verify which team was the winning team, and the winning team gets 70%. Don't quote me on that, but that's just an example. 70% of the rewards, and it will be distributed. That 70% of the reward pool will be distributed amongst the 15 members on that team. And those 15 members had to RSVP in advance. There can still be 60 people that turn out, but the first 30 people are the ones that are financially incentivized.
And also, that's obviously only for very early stages of Aquari. Once we are going to expand, obviously there is not going to be Aquari representative on every single cleanup present, because that wouldn't be possible. So later on, we plan to switch to photos, because placing a spot in our app for cleanup will require photos of that spot being polluted, etc. And first we are going to do obviously manual verification of that, and if possible there's going to be also a spot for in-app work bounty for verification, and later we plan to switch to AI image verification of the spot photos from before and after.
Yeah. Also remember how like blockchains receive have consensus mechanisms. Remember, there's 30 people that came to a cleanup. Everyone else is a source of truth. So we can also prompt each user and say, "Hey, which team won?" You know,
Yeah, exactly.
like then that need with the AI image verification, as well as the responses from people that came, and as well as there would probably be a community liaison that's been like given out through the DAO or something. You'll be able to verify who wins. No longer is it just it'll be easy to verify. It's the question instead of verifying. Oh, did user A pick up 100 pounds of trash? Did user B pick up 50 pounds? Oh, no, just team A, team B. Who was the winner? And rewards go out according to that. Simplifies it.
Mm-hmm. That's correct.
Yeah. So okay. So that's that. And then I think
Yeah.
yes. And all this will be built out because this is important because in India like you got to realize in the West, okay, with the way our currency is right now, it's like okay, can't really oh yeah, I would like to go for under, but remember we're launching this product in India, so it's going to be a gold rush. You're dropping out even 50 cents or a quarter of a euro for certain like there's going to be people rushing. So that's why the team A, team B is needed to basically make sure that there's no one that's like freeloading the system. Because at least in the beginning, the people that come out on the like us when we scale Malhar's cleanups, Malhar's initial movement has people that care about environmental conservation. But then once we bring out the clean to earn and expand Malhar's movement, now you're getting people that are loyal to the money more than the actual work, if that makes sense. And that's why.
Yeah, that's true.
Huh?
No. I was just saying that that's true.
Exactly. So when we're designing the system, we have to make sure. How do I say? We have to assume the opposing party's adversarial. I mean, I don't want to say it in that way, but I mean it's true. You know what I mean? Like there's going to be people that will come and do the work, but they don't care about doing. They care about winning, and that selfishness will self-police them. So yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, guys.
Yeah.
I think I'll go on.
Cameron definitely still hasn't realized.
Oh, I realized it. Yeah, come be with us, guys.
Yeah, that's the throwback to the OG.
Back to the old days. So yeah, stay tuned. We're gonna win this hackathon, and yeah, we'll keep iterating on the app. Expect a new website by end of month. So yeah, I hope you guys have a good evening. Stay tuned this week and start testing the app update when we release this new version.
Mm-hmm. Have a great evening, guys, and thank you for attending it and coping with Cameron Russian voice acting in the beginning.
Yeah, sounds good. Okay, take care, everyone.
Yeah, take care, everyone. Peace, and Aquari signing out.